Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, Well Able Women. My name is Titi, and I'm continuing on the topic that we started, I think, last week, but one, the widow's olive oil, the 7 lessons that we get from the widow's olive oil. So, the first week, we spoke about the two first lessons, which were uh, knowing where to turn to when you're faced in with whatever situation that you are in. The second lesson, we said, know what you have, the resources that you have, the networks that you have, the skills that you have, the gifts that you have. All those you can turn them into financial stability, financial peace, financial stability, peace, financial freedom. All those things, like it can turn into an income, whatever skill that you have. So we spoke about that, and then the second week we spoke about our first lesson was, which was the third one. We spoke about a capacity. Now go and increase your capacity. It's not enough that you know how to it's not enough that you have that skill, you know that skill. Now you have to improve. Now you have to stretch yourself. Now you have to find ways to make or to make sure that your craft becomes excellent. Or we're talking about diligence in everything that you do. It means that you need to know how to improve, or even to make sure that your supply meets the demand, not to have a few supply whilst the demand is very high. So we spoke about that. We said you have to go and increase your capacity, and we also spoke about shutting doors of all negativities, of all those inferior complexes, thinking that you are not enough. You are enough just as you are. Just go out there, explore the world. Oh my word, you are a dynamite as you are. So don't look down upon yourself. There's so much that you can do. There's so much. You are actually an answer to someone. You are actually an answer to someone's problem right now. So don't look down upon yourself. Just see yourself as great as you are, because that's what God said you are. And then the third lesson, we said, yeah, the third lesson last week, but it was now the fifth lesson. We said now go and sell. We spoke about some ways to introduce yourself. We say go and look at your contact list, about 100 people, see those who might be interested in your product, in your services. Now go to them and introduce yourself, and make sure that you tell them about your product, or even to use WhatsApp broadcast, so that you may reach many people. If they don't respond, then that's it. But if they respond, that's great. You may never know where life may take you tomorrow. So today we're going to talk about the two that's remaining. The first one, which is now the sixth one. Elisha, then when she went back to Elisha and told him that she had filled all the jars that she had. He then told her that now go and sell, which is something that we covered last week. But now, then he said, go and sell and pay off your debts. You and your sons can live on what's left. So today I'm going to talk about two lessons, which are budgeting and investing. So on the budgeting side, there are so many ways, or so many methods, or so many ways of budgeting. If my income may be different from the way you receive yours, so my way of budgeting may be different from your way of budgeting. So there are so many ways of budgeting. You can use the 50-30-20 rule, where you say 50% of my income goes to my expenses, and then 20% goes to my savings account, or maybe 30% goes to my leisure or my entertainment, or you know or you can actually use the 70-20-10 rule, where you say 70% of my income goes to my expenses, right? Then 20% goes to my fine leisure, my entertainment, goes to my desire account, and then 10% goes to my savings account. That's you. There's also another one which I like, the budgeting rule, the envelope budgeting. the kind of envelope budgeting. You know, what I just do is when I receive my income, I just make sure, because I have different kinds of by envelopes, right? So there's envelope for rentals, there's an envelope for bills, for water bills, electricity. There's envelope for there's tithe. There's an envelope for groceries, transport. You have all those envelopes. You know everything that you want to, the expenses that you want, your monthly expenses. Just know your monthly expenses each and every month, each and every time. You must know it by your head. Of course, there are other expenses that may just come here, there, and there, but there are main expenses that you cover each and every month, like rentals, water bills, electricity, and stuff like that. So I just make sure that my envelopes, they are always there waiting for their for their money. So I just make sure whenever I receive my income, I just go and put rentals there, whatever there, transport there, whatnot there, whatever. Then I will then see, that way I will not take money that is not supposed to go in there and putting it for something else. I just make sure that all my money goes where it's supposed to go exactly. So this woman, she had debt, right? She needed to pay her debt before she spent the money on herself and her sons. So she had to do that. That's budgeting. That's what we're talking about when we're saying budgeting. I need to pay my son needs diapers, his food, I don't know, milk, I don't know, that. You just have to budget. You need to put everything in order so that you may not take money which is not supposed to go where you're putting it. So that's the budgeting. Then the second one, that's investing. When you're talking about investing, we're talking about, this woman was told to go and live on what's left. If she was to eat everything that was left, if she was going to spend, not eat, excuse me, if she was going to spend that money that was left at once, it meant that soon after she'll be desperate again. But for her to continue with that amount of money and live on it meant that she had to invest. Now we are saying, you have your money, probably you've been saving. Now you did very well on your budgeting. You know where your money is going. You've been tracking your income and your expenses. You know where your money is going. Now we are saying, invest. When you're talking about investments, there are so many ways, there are so many types of investments. We can say the savings accounts, we can talk about even the shares, the bonds, the you can even put more money into your business and to generate more money. So there are many ways of investing. So that's what I'm saying now. Don't just spend your money as you have received it. At least find somewhere to invest. Recently I've been checking out Old Mutual. They've got the money. What is that? The trust, the unit trusts accounts, the money what accounts, where when you put your money, then it will increase by a certain interest, a percentage. They were talking about what, 10%, 12% interest per month, yeah, after 30 days. So I've been checking it out. I've been doing the savings account. I've been doing the savings challenge. After saving $1 a day now, right? I managed to get $30 or $31. Then what? Am I going to spend? Or because $30, if you have to spend $30, just like in a minute, it's gone. You're left like you haven't done anything. So that's where I'm now saying, instead of me spending the $30 that I've been saving for the past 30 days, putting aside $1 a day, now let me take this amount of money and invest it somewhere so that it continues to grow and grow whilst I'm home sleeping. So I would like to hear more from you guys. I want to hear more from you. Tell me other ways of investing. Tell me other types of investments that are out there. Their risk, their advantages and disadvantages. Please, let's engage and tell me more about these investments. See you again next week. Next week we'll be covering a new topic which I'm about to share next week. So stay tuned. We are going to continue as we grow one financial breakthrough at a time. We'll grow together. Eventually we'll get there to our financial peace. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.